It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from brewery berQuell in Germany. So we got some German craft beer, and this is their Schubidu Stout. It's 7.7% ABV, an Imperial Stout in a 330ml bottle. There's the bottle cap. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. Oh, listen to the glug. I'm going to finish pouring this and get it straight up to the microphone so you can have a listen at the head. Oh yeah, it is making a noise. We got a one finger tan coloured head, jet black beer in a glass. Do you know, I think this might be my first ever. I've been like racking my brain all afternoon preparing myself for this beer review, and I've been thinking over the 6.5, nearly 7,000 beers we've reviewed on the channel, have we reviewed an Imperial Stout from Germany before? And I don't think I have. I think this might be a first for the channel, a first for me, trying a German Imperial Stout. So we've got a lovely tan coloured head, slow moving carbonation. What a lovely looking beer that is. Let's get the aroma. Oh, it's got that classic kind of I might be imagining things, but I'm getting a little bit of like a dark, dunkel Doppelbock aroma. And I just think that's the sheer quality of the German malt that they've used in this beer. The quality of German malt in general. Infused with that maybe classic German style yeast, the slightly kind of estery, flavoursome yeast that they've been using for centuries in Germany. This smells like a real treat. I'm ready to dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, where have you been all my life? This is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. Brewery berQuell. I met these lovely people. I went to Meisel and Friends. They had a beer festival about 3 years ago now. I met these wonderful people. Brewery berQuell. I interviewed the founder, the owner of the brewery. And the beers were really good. They were really good. And I had an email back a few months ago saying, would you like to try our new range of beer? And I was like, yeah, send them over, send them over. I was really quite impressed that they still remembered me after all these years. So cheers, guys. Cheers, guys. But they brought out this kind of who the F is Norgst I haven't been able to post the other two beers, by the way, because the F word in that beer review, in the title of the video, it got me a little telling off by YouTube. They give me a little telling off. So I haven't posted the other two beers, the Norst, who the F is Norst, because I didn't want any more tellings off from from YouTube because of the title of the video. But there we go. These things happen. That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Fantastic mouthfeel. Creamy, rich, velvety. Flavours of maybe, am I imagining things, but cacao nib. Some kind of cacao nib bitterness. Some roasted malt bitterness coming through. Chocolate, coffee, caramel flavours. The mouthfeel is incredible. The carbonation that's in that mouthfeel pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releasing more of that flavour. I'm going to say... Now this is a tough one because, of course, a lot of the German brewers, they have to abide by the Reinheitsgebot, the German purity law. And I'm just wondering how berQuell have produced such a really rich, creamy, velvety Imperial Stout with just malt. Because the Reinheitsgebot dictates that you use 4 ingredients: hops, malt, yeast and water. 4 ingredients. So immediately that's why I was like, cacao nibs, that's a 5th ingredient. Oats, that's a 6th ingredient. How do they get round it? So I'm going to do my best to put my best German on and see if I can pick out the ingredients. Right, ingredients: water, German malts, Pilsner, caramel malts and Rosal malts and Weizen malts. The hops are Hallertau, Pearl, East Kent Goldings and a Hef. So they've used a lot of malt. They've used a lot of malt in the beer. They've used Pilsner, caramel malts and Weizen malts. I think that's how they've done it. They've just used, let's count the additions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different malts in this beer to create this wonderful kind of velvety, cream, rich. Is that a light reflecting? Is that? Why is that? Oh, what have I done? There we are, that's better. That's better. A really rich, lovely, creamy Imperial Stout. It just shows you, and that's the reason why I shine the light, because I look like a ghost. Let's shine it back, but lower down. There we go. It just shows you that you don't really need to use oats. You don't really need to use lactose. You don't really need to use cacao nibs in an Imperial Stout. You can use all of these kind of wonderful malts from Germany. It was the first thing I picked up on when I got the aroma and tasted the beer. Throwing it around. It's just the quality of the malt in the beer. It's fabulous. Look at that. Let's rate it. I have another bottle over there, courtesy of berQuell. This is a 100% independent beer review, regardless if the brewer sent me the beer or not. You've seen the reviews. I have been critical of brewers beers before, even if they've sent me the beer. I'm here for you. I'm not necessarily here for the brewers. But I'm going to rate this. I think it's fabulous. I think it's a really, really good example. A good example of what you can do without using adjuncts. You can make a proper Imperial Stout if you really want to, without adjuncts in your beer. That's wonderful. It's very early in 2020. Well, in fact, we're only 4 days in. So this will be the 2021, should I say? 2021. This will be one of the beers of 2021, albeit very early. I love that. For me, just being able to produce this Imperial Stout, again, without adjuncts, is top marks for me. Absolute top marks. It's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.